I believe that every single human being on this planet has a story, a skill set, and a message to share with this world. And if that story, skill set, or message was to fall upon the ears of those who need it most, I know for certain that it would have a profound impact in that person's world. Hi there, I'm Brett Campbell. I'm the founder and creator of the 10X Achievement Academy. And it is my mission and my purpose in life to help you discover, design, develop, and deliver your message, your skill set, your purpose to the world so you can help more people, so you can make more money, and you can ultimately live a life of your design. To do this successfully and to be able to have a profound impact, we must firstly become the highest performing versions of ourselves. And I'll show you exactly how by sharing and teaching the world's greatest highest performance and self-mastery strategies on the planet. I want to share with you how you can live a life of purpose and get paid for it at the same time. I recently ran a survey with just over 4,000 participants. I asked several questions, however, these two stood out the most. The first one, are you currently in a career or business that you no longer want to be in? 40% of the people said yes, and 10% of the people selected the get me out of here, it's killing me option. So our findings concluded that 50% of people are currently in a job or running a business that they get absolutely no fulfillment from. The next question I asked was this: do you know what your life's purpose is? Where 70% of people said no. And that got me excited. Why? Well, once I got over the sadness that there are so many people out there who are not yet experiencing a fulfilled existence, who are nowhere near living to their fullest potential, I became to realize that this was no coincidence as to why I've been chosen for this mission. You see, my purpose in life is to help you find the thing that lights you up like the 4th of July, the thing that gets you up at 4 a.m. in the morning where you feel more empowered and more excited to tackle the day. That thing that feels so right that you just know that this is what you're meant to be doing in your world. You see, the reality of this entire situation is we only get one shot at this thing called life. No one makes it out alive. So why not live to your fullest potential, and why not now? I want to share with you a very personal story. It dates back to June 18th, 2014, and I just hopped off an aeroplane traveling from Australia to New Zealand. I was heading back to my hometown to visit a sick friend. My taxi pulled up to the gates of my best friend's house at around 9 a.m. I hopped out of the car to my best friend walking down the driveway to what I thought was going to be an exciting and happy greeting. However, this was not the case. In fact, it was the complete opposite. Without a word spoken, I knew what was going on. But I didn't want to face the reality of the situation that was currently unfolding. His first words to me were, "It's not looking good, bro. Things have deteriorated way faster than we thought." You see, inside of the house, lying in a hospital bed, was his beautiful wife and my dear friend. She was the kindest, loving and caring person, and she'd already dedicated to her life to serving others. At the age of 25, my beautiful friend was struck down with the horrible disease of breast cancer. After undergoing surgery and fighting this horrible illness, she'd beaten it and she'd come out the other end. She even started to become a role model for others suffering this horrible nightmare. Until a couple of years later, from out of nowhere, she had a headache. So she went to the doctors ran some tests and discovered she had brain cancer. This one was going to be a lot harder to beat. So I walked inside and I sat down beside her and I grabbed her cold hand, and she was coming in and out of consciousness. She was pretty tired from the sleepless night she had just endured, and I remember grabbing her hand, and a couple of seconds later her eyes just opened, and followed by a big smile that spread across her entire face, and in a faint soft voice I heard, "Brett, thanks for coming." And in her eyes I'd seen something that I have never seen before. It was like we had just shared a 10-minute conversation together in less than 1 second. It was truly profound. Sadly, those were the last words that she ever said to me. 3 hours later, she passed away. And I remember sitting on the plane on my way home, and it got me thinking about how short life can be, and that at any moment it can be taken away from us. And it made me take a real hard look at myself and ask the question, when it's all said and done, and my time's up, have I lived a life that I'm proud about? And more importantly, a life that I know I am capable of? Have I achieved what I wanted to in life? Did I follow my dreams and let nothing stand in my way? Did I live a joyful, inspiring, and loving life? The answers to those questions hit me like a ton of bricks. In short, the answers were no. What seemed on the outside, with having built and established a successful health and fitness company, and then going on to helping and coaching and mentoring others on how to do it themselves, I just knew in my heart of hearts that I was just a couple of degrees off from living my purpose, like the billions of other people out there. So from that day forward, I declared to myself, starting now, I will live every day with intent, with full presence, and I'll do everything in my power to live my life's purpose. To live a life of my design, filled with love, joy, inspiration, and purpose. Not a life that society's chosen for me. Not a life that I'll look back at when it's all said and done and wish I had done more. And that, my friend, is where the birth of my obsession to create and build a step-by-step framework on how I can show the millions of others out there how they too can live a life of meaning, a life of purpose, and a life that you are damn proud about. Imagine for a moment being able to 10x your current level of health, have 10x greater relationships. And I don't mean 10 times more relationships, I'm referring to the quality and the love within these current relationships you have. How would your life look with 10x the level of motivation? What would you achieve if you were 10 times more productive? And what would you do and who would you help if you had 10 times the amount of income coming in each week? Well, my friend, it is all possible, and it is far easier than you actually think. And I truly believe that you can achieve this and make it become your reality. So let's do this together. Let's declare from this moment forward that you are going to do everything in your power to live a life of joy, a life of meaning, and a life that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you can look back and you could say, I lived with intention, I loved with passion, and I never gave up on my dreams.